Ned, how's it going?
It's about 10 a.m. here, so, my day thus far kind of kicks ass. How's it going with you?
Pretty spectacularly. I am having a wonderful day. And how are you?
My world rocks right now. It's pretty great. And how are you?
I am absolutely swell, beyond compare. And how are you?
Tip and Dales, if you're wondering what we're doing right now, today's tip is get non-standard answers to the question of, quote, how's it going, end quote. And I say this as a networking tip because you will be instantly memorable if during the opening statement you don't just say, I'm fine, I'm good.
I'm fine, you?
If you go with the answers that are rote, everyone will immediately put you in the list of everyone else. But if you give an answer that catches them off guard, makes them smile, you are instantly memorable. So today's tip is start putting together a list of non-standard answers to the question, what's up? How's it going? How are you today? Whatever it is, because inevitably it will make you more memorable, and in networking situations that can only be helpful. That is giving away like one of my trade secrets. So if you always think, wow, Ned's so chipper today, apologies, it's just me doing this.
He wrote him down. He's not that chipper. Consider, Ned, throwing people off next time. And when I ask you, how are you, you can say, absolutely miserable.
Fine.
Okay, that's it for Monday. We're back tomorrow with another tip that may or may not help you.
Arielle, I'm cheap, and sometimes I really should spring for the better option. And your tip today is to tell me a specific moment where this is always true. Please help.
I believe you should splurge on at least the larger extension cable. I am in a situation now where my apartment has wires absolutely everywhere because I have a series of small extension cords. And this could have all been solved if at one point, a few years ago, I just bought one or two big ones that had a lot of plugs in it, a lot of USB options. And these are things that I wish I thought of. And now I have many, and I'm going to go to buy nothing and be like, hey, who wants all of these tiny little extension cords? And I'm going to then make a purchase of some much larger extension cords because I would like to walk around my apartment without tripping.
My mom had a saying every time that I always found very funny, and tying it to this tip is very funny, which is that whenever she bought a new extension cord, she would hold up one of the crappy old ones and she would say, relegated to lamp duty. And then she would go put it on a lamp somewhere.
That's so cute. That's really cute. I just think, like, I always say to myself when I'm purchasing an extension cord, which is often, I always say this to myself. I'm always like, you don't need the big one. Like, you don't need it. You're not going to need it. It is no longer cute to not to deny myself of the larger one. I'm just going to do it from now on.
Also, you just said, which is often, which happens because you buy the small extension cord.
That's right.
Get larger extension cords so you can plug more things into them, and they only take up one slot on your wall. And with that, we will be back tomorrow with the April guest Tipper Liz Hake. Wednesday, April 16th, 2025. This is Daily Tips that may or may not help you. We're here with April guest tipper, Liz Hake. Liz, what's the tip?
I want you to use the three-legged stool of decision-making. It is often used in career and life choices, and it's kind of the idea that a strong decision will ideally support at least two of the three decision-making pillars. So the first one is personal fulfillment, which is life or experience betterment. So the question there is, does this choice enhance your quality of life, bring joy, or align with your personal values? The second one is financial gain. Does this decision improve your financial stability? Does it increase your wealth, or does it provide long-term security? And then the third one is career growth. Does this move advance your professional skills? Does it make your reputation better, or does it support opportunities for future success? Again, the idea here is that you want the decision to highlight or to support two out of the three. And it's not always a perfect system because sometimes one of those legs of the stool is a little bit bigger and it makes more sense to go for it. But I have found that by using this three-legged stool, the decisions that I'm making have helped me to manifest the type of life that I really do want to lead.
As someone who overcommits constantly, I feel like going through my currently active projects that are putting me in an overwhelm of dread and applying this logic is going to really help me.
I have found it to be something that is really effective and really helpful when I'm stumped about which direction to go.
This is a great mid-month tip, Liz Hake. It is the 16th. It is April. It is Wednesday. Tomorrow I will be back with Arielle for another tip, but next week we'll be back with Liz Hake for another guest tip. See you then. Today's tip is not really a tip, it's a soapbox.
Start it just like that. Go ahead. What is your soapbox of the day, Ned?
Oh, great. Everybody, if you like art, and that means movies, music, TV shows, podcasts, I don't care what it is. Talk about the art you like and why with people. Figure out what it is you enjoy in your quote-unquote consumption of content. Please start viewing the art that you consume or listen to critically. Figure out what you like. Figure out what you don't like. Start thinking about why choices were made. I say all this because art has rarely been more devalued in the entertainment landscape, and a lot of that is because the people with money assume you don't care that much about it. And if you are open about what you do care about, I promise you, the people will notice. So today's tip/soapbox is, if you're watching a movie, if you're watching a TV show, if you go see theater, if you're listening to a song, if you're listening to a podcast, think about what it is about the thing that you're enjoying and why you enjoy it. That's the tip of the day.
Okay, Ned, thank you for sharing. Now get off of your soapbox, and we'll see you here tomorrow for our last episode of the week for daily tips that may or may not help you.
Arielle, I'll have you know that when I read the tip on the list, I thought you were talking about podcast volumes. So please, would you give me the tip of the day in actuality? It's Friday, by the way.
Yes. Happy Friday. Today's tip is about furniture, and it is not about audio. It is about how there are built-in levelers on a lot of pieces of furniture, and you don't necessarily have to wad up a whole bunch of cardboard and stick them under in order to level. You can actually just do the little spinny thing, and it'll make one of the pieces of your furniture a little bit longer or a little bit shorter, and then you can have a level piece of furniture. And the reason I bring this up is because I didn't know this until recently, and I think that some people probably definitely know this, and that's fine. This is not for you. This is for the people who didn't know this and who've just seen those things at the bottom of furniture and thought, oh, that's nice. But no, it's not just nice. It's also helpful. So that's the tip of the day.
You know the thing that has these that I think about most people don't know and should take advantage of? Ovens. If your oven is wobbly, or if your stovetop is a little crooked, like you put something in the frying pan, it goes to the side, level it out. There's almost probably, if your oven's in the last 10 years, a little screw thing to level out, and you should.
That's a great tip. Thank you, Ned. And with that, happy weekend, and we'll be back next week with more tips that may or may not help you. Sorry, that was so serious. They may or may not help you. She stares at the camera, watching you walk away. Still staring.